Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It is Saturday morning. I hope you've had a really good week. Hope you've been able to reach all the goals you set for yourself this week. And if you haven't quite, then fortunately the week is also not quite over yet. You still have a bit of time to do whatever needs to still get done this week. Good morning, honey. Good morning, Danae. Happy Saturday. It's great seeing you. Hello. Our teacher for this week is Jack Canfield, and his message today is about freedom. So let's get into this message about freedom. What does freedom mean? Good morning, Charlene. Happy Saturday. Good morning, Sunmary. Happy Saturday to all of you. What is freedom? Are you able to find a clue, an answer to that question? What is freedom? From this quote, a pretty long quote from Jack Canfield. He says, "The true task of spiritual life is not found in faraway places or unusual states of consciousness. It is here in the present. It asks of us a welcoming spirit to greet all that life presents to us with a wise, respectful, and kindly heart. We can bow to both beauty and suffering, to our entanglements and confusion, to our fears and to the injustices of the world. Honoring the truth in this way is the path to freedom." Could you find an answer to the question, what is freedom? What does that mean? Well, there's more to come. Let's see if that answer becomes any more illuminated. Hey, Anthony, good morning. Happy Saturday. It's good to see you, man. Can you be right where you are and find yourself not captured, not hijacked by what is happening in the world around you? Can you be with what is without giving in to the compulsion to run or to hide or to fight or to try and control? Can you be right where you are and just breathe and find that you are in fact okay? And if you are able to breathe, can you feel that you do actually have some room to move, even if it's just a little? And if you really are okay, and if you do have some room to move, do you realize that you could in fact also be happy right here, right now? If you are able to find freedom right here, right where you are, then no outer circumstances will ever rob you of freedom ever again. Pat, a very good morning. Happy Saturday. It's always good to see you. Jack Canfield says, "True freedom is an inward state of being. Once it is attained, no situation in the world can bind one or limit one's freedom. Freedom is the state of not being the prisoner of your thoughts. And if you can't find yourself being free right where you are, then no amount of outer freedom will ever set you free." And there's a very famous quote from Nelson Mandela as he walked out of prison, realizing that even though these gates are open and he's walking out, if he's not careful, he'll never be out of prison. He'll never be free if he doesn't become free in his mind. His words sound like this. He said, "As I walked out the door towards the gate that would lead to my freedom, I knew if I didn't leave my bitterness and hatred behind, I would still be in a prison." Wherever your mind goes, your body will follow. If you are unable to experience freedom of mind, your body will never be free. You hold the key to your freedom. The last thought from Jack Canfield is, every single cell in your body is affected by every single thought that you have. Our meditation journey today, in its simplicity, is an exercise in freedom. It's the opportunity to allow the current situation to be experienced just as it is, and find that I am okay. I don't need to run. I don't need to hide. I don't need to fight. I can just breathe and find that I am free in this very moment, from moment to moment. If you're ready, you can close your eyes and we'll float away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. Our journey today is checking in with this body. Checking in with all of the physical senses of this body. I will start right now. With your next exhale, as your body softens, bring your attention to your forehead, to the space between your eyes. Do you sometimes find yourself carrying a frown there? And when you do, do you remind yourself to soften? With your next exhale, as your body softens, bring your attention to the area in and around your mouth. Do you perhaps sometimes find yourself grinding your teeth, or your tongue pressed hard against the roof of your mouth, or just your jaw muscles clenched tightly? When you do, if you do, when you find those muscles around your mouth so tightly held, do you remember to have a conversation with this body? Let this body know that right now, in this moment, it is safe. With your next exhale, as your body softens, bring your attention to your neck and shoulders. Do you find yourself sometimes having tight neck muscles or tense shoulders pulled up high? And when you do you remember to have a few big, slow, softening breaths, rolling out your shoulders as you exhale, guiding your body to softness. With your next exhale, as your body softens, bring your attention to your stomach area. That place where we hold on to tension, often without realizing for years. Tension hides there very effectively. Your abdomen has, in a sense, its own nervous system, separate from the rest of the body. Lots of nerves to facilitate the holding on to tension there. But when you do feel that, when you feel that tightness in your belly, do you remember to take a few big breaths and have a conversation with this body? Let this body know that you are safe, and it would be safe to become completely soft. Lastly, check in with your legs and your arms, especially your hands, because that's also another spot where we can hold on to tension very literally with tightly clenched fists, like we're tightly gripping on to something for dear life. Right now, your hands half open, softly lying in your lap. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, continuing to help this body stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left. Forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in slow, big circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left. Lean your upper body over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at the very least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. So as you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, take a moment to welcome yourself to this body. For a moment, perhaps even wrap your arms around your body and tell this body, say, "Hello, body. I really love having you." Take your next big breath. Our journey of the senses starts right at the top with our eyes and what we can see, and then works its way through our body, stopping at every one of our physical senses, allowing the moment, whatever this moment is, to be felt, to be experienced. So as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, the question is, if you were to open your eyes, what would be something obvious that you would see in the room that you are in? Could be anything, don't overthink it. Now with your eyes closed, study this obvious thing. See it from all of its angles, all of its color, and find all of its texture. Take your next big breath. We'll change gears, still staying with your eyes. But this time, as you take a deep breath and dive deep into you, the question is, if you were to open your eyes, what would be something a lot less obvious to spot? Something that's perhaps small, something that's hidden behind something else, something for which you'd have to perhaps open a cupboard or a drawer to find it. Now, as you take a deep breath and dive deep into you, hold this less obvious object in your mind. See it from all of its angles, all of its color, and find all of its texture. Take your next big breath. For the moment, notice your ability to let the experience be felt. Right now, the experience is simply whatever it is that your eyes, your sense of sight show you. And understand that you can become better at doing this for all experiences. We'll take us another step down to your ears and what you can hear. So with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, experience sound. Bring your attention to whatever is the most obvious sound you can hear right now. Listen deep into this obvious sound and see if you can find all the different layers of vibration in this obvious sound. Take your next big breath. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, we'll change gears. This time, instead of an obvious sound, bring your attention to the least obvious sound. What is something that's barely more than a whisper? Lean in, listen deeply into this less obvious sound. How much of it can you hear when you try? Take your next big breath. Take a moment to notice your ability to allow the experience to just be felt. And know that with practice, it's possible to expand this to all of our experiences. To be able to sit with any and all experiences and go, I can actually sit with this. I can feel this and not feel the need to run. Let's keep practicing, because whatever we practice, we become better at, right? For the next 2 stops, you can change your breathing to whatever it needs to be to facilitate smelling and tasting. So the next stop is your nose and what you can smell. And I know that this might not be the easiest exercise right now, but there must be something in the air that you can smell, right? Try with your next big breath as you dive deep into you. Is there any obvious smell you can find right now? Take your next big breath. We'll change gears, and this time as you take a deep breath in and dive deep into you, see if you're able to find any other smell, anything besides the first obvious smell. Take your next big breath. The message from our teachers this morning is clear. The only freedom that is worth finding is the freedom we can find in this moment, right now. The realization that I can sit with the experience, whatever it is. I can have the experience and not feel like I need to run or hide or numb. Because the only true freedom is the freedom from our own thoughts. Let's keep practicing. This exercise is really simple, but actually quite effective. The next stop is your taste buds, your mouth. And this one's the most challenging of all, because I'm guessing right now you don't have something that you can bring to your mouth and taste. So it'll need you to bring along a healthy dose of curiosity. Is there any obvious taste you can find right now? Just try. Take your next big breath. And let's do taste just one more time. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, be curious. Is there any other taste you could find? Take your next big breath. Then we have just one more stop. The surface of your skin. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, scan the surface of your skin and see if you can find where is the most obvious sensation. And in that obvious spot, feel into everything that is there to feel. There'll be different pressure and different sensations at the same time. Take your next big breath. and then just one more stop to do. This time on the surface of your skin, find an area with the slightest sensation. Perhaps you can only just feel fabric rest on skin, or perhaps you can only just feel the air touch your forehead or your cheek. Take your next big breath. We'll take just one more big breath together to slip out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time today's messages from these two teachers. The first is Jack Canfield. He says, "The true task of spiritual life is not found in far-away places, no retreat, or no unusual state of consciousness. The true task of spiritual life is right here in the present. It asks of us a welcoming spirit to greet all that life presents. Greet it with a wise, respectful, and kindly heart. We can bow to both beauty and suffering, to our entanglement and confusion, to our fears and to the injustices of the world. Honoring the truth in this way is the path to freedom. True freedom is an inward state of being. Once true freedom is attained, no situation in the world can bind one or limit one's freedom. This is echoed beautifully by Nelson Mandela in his quote about walking out of the prison. He said, "As I walked out the door towards the gate that would lead to my freedom, I knew that if I didn't leave my bitterness and hatred behind, then I would still be in a prison." And in different ways, Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, Viktor Frankl spoke of a very similar experience while in prison, while their physical freedom was robbed from them. All of them came to the conclusion that real freedom happens inside of us. That yes, someone could lock up their bodies and take their physical freedom away, but it was impossible to rob them from freedom. the ability to be in whatever the situation is, experience whatever the environment, whatever life brings, and understand that I can sit with this. I can sit with this no matter what it is. I can be with this experience without feeling that I need to run or numb or hide or fight. Once true freedom is attained, then freedom can never be stolen from you again. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for this very simple exercise, allowing my physical senses to give me whatever experience my body is having right now. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning that true freedom is something I can exercise. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning that the only freedom worth having is the freedom from my own thoughts, my own inner state. Finding that I can practice being okay no matter what experience I'm having right now. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Honey. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Sunmarie. Wishing you a beautiful Saturday, an awesome weekend, and lots of love to every one of you. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.